YouTube Let's Play. It's me, the guy that plays the video games. We are back on the Ace Attorney Trilogy. We are going to finish up the third case. We have one more day left of court to do, so we're going to finish up the third case. We got the Twitch chat over there. I'm not standing up for this one because I don't feel like setting all that up. I'm a little tired. We have 2 hours left in the subathon, so let's beat this by the 2-hour mark. Let's finish this case up. Yeah, we have all the Twitchers over here. October 19th, 3:27 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Let's figure it out. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Maya? So, what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. So under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. Hear that music? Ooh, we love hearing that music. We love hearing that music. That's the 10 gifted sub music. But it's also the best music in Ace Attorney. Alright. So we have to talk to some people. Let's go to the studio main gate. Oh, look who it is. October 19th, Global Studios. The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick, I think your guard's down. Yeah, I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted. You eat, you die. Whew, she's alive. Let's talk to her about Director Manella. Can I ask you about Salmonella, the director? Sal? He's a soft, a pushover, does whatever Vasquez tells him to do. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No, it doesn't, Maya. I was wondering about D. Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her, so she always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Let's ask about Mr. Hammer. About Mr. Hammer. Urgh. I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, you dragged his star down from the sky and stomp on it. Called him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low, it's impossible. All right, let's go to employee area first. See what we got in the employee area. I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later, I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there's any other clues lying around. Yeah! We finished it last time, but I had to restart Ace Attorney Lodima because it doesn't open on Steam. So we have to just get through this. Then we have a new one. What up, Alex? Good morning. No touching. Eek! Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean? I almost had a heart attack. You're 17. You're fine. I guess it can be a little dramatic at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatic indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. Let's talk to Gumshoe. So, you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills. How? Hey, Diggity Dan. For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to these sleeping pills. See if there's traces that'll change color. Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? Now. Everything in due time, pal. What up, Pikapi? How you doing? Hey. The test and solution on the plate changed color, all right. So the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Steak plate added to the court record. Now the investigation. How goes your investigation? Tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers, and some people think we should switch suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. How's Edgeworth doing anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa. Talk about burns, pal. Whoa, the fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups? Bottles? Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle. So that means... Yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. All right, thank you for giving me everything that I needed. Let's move now to the dressing room. See if there's anything in the dressing room. October 19th, Global Studios dressing room. Empty dressing rooms like this are kind of lonely, aren't they? I'm sure Mr. Powers will be back soon. He'll be fine. Yeah. 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 I hope WP can come back soon, too. WP's in jail! WP, no! Alright, so let's move over to the employee or outside Studio 1 next. October 19th, Studio 1 entrance. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume, and he left from here to go to Studio 2. Right. But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer. Let's move to Studio 2. There she is. Hey, Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello. 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 Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Excuse me, Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I am watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh, dear. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manella. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer. By yourselves. Oh dear. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it? Nick, she did it. She's the killer. My Fey blood speaks to me. I know it. Oh, dear. Forgot about the bird noise. We all did. I don't know. I'm getting this funny feeling. Something about this just feels odd, you know? Can't say that I do. If they had T-bone steaks, where's the bone? There's no bone there. Let's go inside the trailer. Boneless steak. Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it still seems pretty messy in here. I guess she was still on a high from getting that rare card she needed. Why's my phone going off? That's not a text message from that lady. Come on, text me. Come on, text me already. Some flowers here. Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these. Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. On closer inspection, the trailer looks like it's been here for a while. I don't think this is part of some temporary film set. Am I crazy or is it getting louder? Thought maybe we'd do that. I feel like we have to get her. We have to give her something, right? I'll lower it a little bit. Sorry. Mascot of Global Studios, Mr. Monkey. Okay. I buy it yet? What? Buy what? The thing you sent me? I didn't buy anything. I don't have money right now. I favorited the page for later. I don't got the money right now. I gotta pay taxes when that comes. Taxes are kind of my #1 priority. Gotta pay those. I'm still waiting to hear back on that.
Go buy it.
Phoenix with the $500 donation saying go buy a PC. Holy shit. Phoenix, thank you for the $500 donation. Jesus Christ. Hey, yo. That's definitely helping the PC. What the fuck? God damn. Jesus. Holy moly. 8 days at it. Oh, goodness, no. Right now, I still can't. I just because you gave me the money, I have to withdraw that money. Then I gotta transfer it. It's still a process. I can't just buy a PC right now. I can't buy it right now, Phoenix. I appreciate the support, though. Holy moly. Maybe we have to go to the detention center. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there. Could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count. Yes, though there's not really anything I can do to help. Phoenix with the $500 more saying Arn. Can I finish this Ace Attorney mission before we go drop thousands of dollars on PC? Phoenix, thank you for the aid, the $500 more. No. Why not? We're in the middle of a YouTube video. Oh my God, holy moly. Thank you for the donations, though. I greatly appreciate it. Holy shit. Hi, tubers. Yeah, we're in the middle of the tubers. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. Are we simping again? Phoenix just added 12 hours to the stream by himself. My PC can't even run Returnal. You saw how it was running Returnal in solo. Holy moly. You can't say thanks enough for something like that, so all I can say is thank you. It really does mean a lot. A genius? She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and what? Nothing, forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Can you tell me about anything about Mr. Manila? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director, but something in his work caught Vasquez's eyes. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Salmonella. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. Matthew says, suck his dick. Leaked in 4K. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh yeah, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business, but he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago. Thank you, Mr. WP. Alright, guys, so we're here for the rest of the day. We're going to be ending at 2 a.m. thanks to Phoenix. We're going to be buying a PC, I guess, because he's impatient. We get words. Ugh. I need a new PC, Mello. Oh, wait, we're moving the studio, too. Can you buy it after taxes? Phoenix is dropping money left and right. Phoenix already paid for probably half of it. Did I double the time? Phoenix donated 2 times, Okami. Avatar, if you won that, you just give it to yourself. Hey, Carly. Let's talk. Wait, I think we have to... Let's go back to Studio 1. And then let's go back to employee. Or no, let's go back to the detention center. Pet the Oilers. Excuse me, thank you for showing me whatever it is. I wish I could think of some way to help you. Sorry. I cannot remember what I need to do here. Do I have a video showing off the plushie? Nope. I have it right next to me. There's photos you can see on Twitter, but it's right here. The eyes are green screened out right now, but it's a big, big plushie. And it looks like that command, if you can see that, or that emote. I cannot remember what we need to do. Oh. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? But WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done, but this week is the last episode of the Steel Samurai. What? No! What do you mean, the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing could be done to shave it now. Oilers showed up, Phoenix showed up, and dropped $1,000 in donations. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No, no. Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but... that's what Global Studios decided. Obviously, they're outing you, Phoenix. I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer, yeah? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2, huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume, too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh, I guess the rumor must be true, then. The rumor? Yeah, Miss Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything, she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt, you know. Bad stuff. I know what dirt means. Oh, 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set, then? An accident 5 years ago? Yes, in Studio 2. That trailer where it was part of the film set. Could you tell us what happened? Sorry, I don't think I can. They really don't want us to talk about it. Yeah, we don't care about the studio policy. A fan collected all these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't just be canceled just some adults can save some face. I would think you'd understand that better than anyone else. Oh, now we can hear about 5 years ago. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently, 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. They are very much outdated, Phoenix. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Hammer. And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know, well, who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know. Thanks, we'll try asking her if she'll talk. Am I converting donos to sub points? Nope. The sub points update automatically when they're subs. I can't convert those. Why, you're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Why do they think they make Global Studios? Who do they... Who do they think make Global Studios what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer! She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Now, this is the same case from 5 months ago. We just haven't... We have to redo it because the game doesn't open on Steam for some reason. Who told you? Who did you hear that from? Nichols. Nichols? Nichols, Penny Nichols. That assistant we talked to. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers. Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that. And the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun. No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Here's my proof. What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that he used those pills on Powers? Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes, so. This is the plate that he used to eat that steak? There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. I see. Oh, poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldbag? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Miss Oldbag. You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Oldbag. Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this. A photograph? Wait a second. This is the picture. This is the picture. Hi, Aztec. How you doing? We're still doing the case from yesterday, Phoenix. We haven't finished it yet. It's a very long case. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on the top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell onto the flower box fence. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. It is because I had to restart because Steam does not open Ace Attorney, so I had to rebuy it on Switch. I understand. 5-year-old photo added to the court record. Now let's go talk to Miss Vasquez. These nuts, Vasquez. That's okay, Phoenix. You're not the only one who's asked. What? What? Where did you get that? Well... Old? She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick. Right. Anyway, Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. Uh-huh. It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. All right, let's go inside the trailer. You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she always get to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kid shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh, I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. You were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me. What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She's jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hand. She gave him a few bruises, too. That's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me now. What? This is valuable evidence, boys. Who are they? How did they get here so fast? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No! Hold it right there. I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then. In court. I'll be looking forward to it. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry, I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe, thank you, thank you, thank you. I was really scared. Huh. Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. To be continued. Right now. Right now. Oh, bang. We gotta finish, Phoenix. Damn. Damn, cuh. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers, Mr. W.P. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls D's Nuts Vasquez to the stand. Miss D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Will the witness state her name and occupation? D. Vasquez. I am a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in Studio Trailer 2. As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. The day of the murder. I entered the trailer a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 o'clock sharp and ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Thomas Potter later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. What up, Worm? I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had them take me and not. I thought it might be risky to walk. With that monkey's head toppling over. Van added to the court record. I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. Let's do it! The day of the murder. Little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp and ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. They didn't have. There was no bones. Hold it! Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. If she committed murder during that break, she would haven't had time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proves she didn't eat that steak. Well, Nick, find anything? Kind of wish she said a little more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss, but I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere. Hold it! And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Whoops. It was a 15-minute break. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks in front of the trailer. What up, la la la? I want to present the bones, but wait a minute. Let's see. Hold it. Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Hold it. And what exactly was that? I've forgotten. The meeting ended at 4 o'clock and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. Hold it! By yourself entering? Yes. And you didn't stop in at the employee area? No. Are you always this terse? Yes. Oh dear. Objection! Ah! As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak, but I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this piece of evidence. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you, it was a T-bone steak. Let's go, la la la, it's a good day. Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Ms. Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plate. The plates were bare. Ms. Vasquez, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere like that incinerator. I see. And what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order, 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 order in the courts. Are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai, and then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Mr. Wright! Isn't that a little presumptuous? Objection, Your Honor. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all of the rest. Very well, let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see, what was that, the murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear? Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? You couldn't. I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Ah, you see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning, the samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? Order! What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as a murder weapon.
Take that!
Take that! I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast, Edgeworth. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene run-through. But somehow, someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now, tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who was wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what happened? What weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. Take that! Look at this photo. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Order! Order! If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago has happened again. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. Oh, my Elgato crashed at the perfect time. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died the same way that he caused another man to die. 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Oh, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my scriptwriting staff. You deny that what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the span of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? What if she had another way to carry the body other than with her own hands? For instance? Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Let's hear it then, Mr. Wright. Please show us how she carried the body. You guys, we're killing it right now. We're killing it. Well, I'm killing it.
Take that!
Take that! Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1 and you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony. It was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Cell take me. There was a van there. I had Cell drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume.
Objection!
Objection. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Of course Sal Manella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Ms. Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Ms. Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose, you win. It was fun. I win. Conspirator? So what happens next? Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost, something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean D. Vasquez? So it was you! You killed Jack Hammer. Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in the battle of wits. And the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? Order! Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts. Of course it's as the witness says. Certainly it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you have no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? I'd like you to testify again. Testify again? Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say that what I saw before the truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. Oh no, it's not working again. Time out, pause, hold it. Wait a minute. Everybody, call the cops. It's not working. What the fuck? Oh, come on, Elgato. There we go. Just had to unplug it. Sorry. What would happen if I set it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn. Come so far only to fail. As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez. Objection. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. I see. Very well. Objection, Your Honor. Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify again? Well, yes, indeed, verily I say ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerned in this matter. Nick, why did Edgeworth? Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But wasn't he the one that he always says gets a guilty verdict after all that? How did it go, Barrow? after finding the body. Hope the surgery was successful. I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. I see no issues raised by this testimony, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Okay, Nick, we're close, real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right. I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. Security lady Oldbag was quite agitated, pointed at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. Hold it! You asked to be left out? Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting, there was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us. Elgato, you gotta stop. Covered for you, or covered it up for you. There must have been a lot of riding on it with all these bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. Hold it! What was everyone else doing at that time? No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry, I'm late. Then, silence. Dead silence. Silence. Hey, Nick. Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. I need water. Hold it! The script and your direction notes? Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio One for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? It was a murder after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Oh yeah, I guess. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please continue. Objection. Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Huh? Think. Ms. Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to known about the murder before going to Studio One. Order! Mr. Edgeworth, what you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of career change to a defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement. However, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense? What kind of court is this? No matter, I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left him behind. Hold it! How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal, he told me. Sal, the director. You have to find something to peg on her here, or everything we've done for her will be ruined. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him. What's our evidence? Hold it! I'm trying to remember what it is. She went back. But why would she go back? I went back to the trailer. What about salmonella? Old bags. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going toward the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. Want us to tell you? No. Only Powers was absent. Hold it! Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember? Remember? What? There was a dead body lying in front of us. Yet you expect me to be calm. You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Press harder. Wait a second, wouldn't that be the other way around? The other way around? You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Vasquez? Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without this Steel Samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. We often left him on the bus when shooting that location. No one noticed he was missing. Or Powers. Well, I suppose that explains it very well, Miss Vasquez. You may continue. Oops. Hold it! What time was that? 5 o'clock rehearsal. Press harder. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put Hammer in that costume with Salmonella's help. What did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes? You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. You immediately called the police. And Powers showed up. Oops, I didn't mean to do press. Didn't mean to do press. No, that was wrong. That was wrong. I was thinking maybe Sal drove her. Just in case my game crashes, we should probably save. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. Wait. WP was the one injured, not Jack Hammer. So wouldn't it be the pow... Hold it! Hammer was not the one injured. I present this photo. Objection, Your Honor. You knew that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? Order! Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo, but that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said it. It was Sal who told me. That's right, he must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manella. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah, and when was he doing this? Well, it would have to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2 where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai. And Mr. Hammer was in the Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Order! Order, order, order! I will have order! Witness! Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Why, the real killer's always so persistent? Why in the world would I want the Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? Is there a reason it's unclear to this court? Does the defense have anything to say on this matter? In other words, can you prove she has a motive? Of course I can prove it. Okay, I have proof and I'll show it to you. I present to the court of evidence as Mr. Vasquez's motive in this murder. Take that! This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With Dee Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, Dee Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day in Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed Dee Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Mr. Hammer. He was a good source of income for me, and I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Why do you guys think I haven't banned Phoenix? Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder. You'll be reported for... She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that, meow? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that, meow? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. What? What? Oh, Your Honor. Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the steel samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. Hey, Witch Queen, how you doing? What up, throw to the world? And for what purpose, you ask? To kill Dee Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. So, you did do it, didn't you? Yes, I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance! There's blood everywhere, we're too late! Miss Vasquez! What happened here? Daniel fell from the trailer stairs! Manuel! Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No. How could this? It was an accident! Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No, Manuel, don't touch her, Miss Vasquez. No! Please don't die, please! Manuel. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again. Order! Yeah, they should have changed the fence. Mr. Edgeworth, where's Dee Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor, as calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. Thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, WP in the Twitch chat, not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned. WP is free. October 20th, 1:12 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright? Huh? Tell me, why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? I guess we'll never know. Yeah, of course. I'm not sure I wanted to go down that road. Congratulations, WP. Oh, thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Is something wrong? No, of course not. Ah! Nick! Edgeworth. They're so gay together. Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Haha, pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar. Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings, yes. Unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Mr. Wright, was that guy your friend? What? Friends? As if. They're rivals. Rivals, right, Nick? For now we are, I guess. Huh? Why did I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick. Tell me, what's the deal with you and Edgeworth? And so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its program and changed. They went back to making kids shows again. Nick! This is it! The new show starts today! You're gonna watch it with me, right? I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and the assistant. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't even think the world is ready for the real WP. The end, everybody. We did it. Trial number 3 is done, and we are on to episode 4. A brand new episode has been added. Turnabout goodbyes. We would save our progress up to this point. Right here. We save it right over. And make sure you like and subscribe on the Let's Play channel. We solved another murder.